Game of Thrones wasn't canceled after Season 8. It actually concluded. The show's creators, David Benioff and D.B. Weiss, decided they wanted to wrap up the series after the 8th season. The decision caused quite a stir among the fan base due to the rushed feeling of the final season. Let's slice into the lemon cake and see what's inside. HBO, of course, would have loved to keep the gold coins rolling in from its cash cow, but the showrunners felt they had told the story they wanted to tell within their set time frame. While George R.R. Martin, whose novels form the foundation of the series, had initially suggested that Game of Thrones could span more seasons, it boiled down to a narrative decision. Another angle is the massive scope and ambition of the series. The show was notorious for its large production budgets and intricate filming locations. As the story progressed, the narrative became more concentrated on fewer but more central characters and storylines, requiring even larger budgets for grand-scale battle scenes and extensive special effects. There was a sense that the production was reaching a cap, both budgetarily and in terms of narrative complexity. However, the ending of Game of Thrones generated a galaxy of disappointment among fans and critics alike. The final season felt hurried, with character arcs bending and snapping abruptly like a tree in a storm. Long-standing storylines were wrapped up at a breakneck pace that many found unfulfilling. This has left a bitter taste in the mouth of the fandom, with petitions even circulating to remake the final season, a rare act of fan uprising. Remember, TV shows have a life cycle, an introduction, a journey, and an end. Game of Thrones had a monumental run. It introduced us to the people and places of Westeros, took us on a roller coaster through their lives, and then it ended. Good or bad, it gave us a conclusion. I live in Portland, and I've seen how local fans have gathered for viewing parties, agonizing over every twist and turn right up through that polarizing finale. The series was a phenomenon here, just as it was worldwide. In the epic grandeur that is television history, Game of Thrones will be remembered for what it accomplished, and for its controversial conclusion that seems almost designed to be debated over allays at the prancing pony. Whether you loved it or loathed it, it was and is part of our cultural lexicon now. So, Valar Morghulis, Game of Thrones. You've given us a wild ride.